Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry here for their fullback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second. Down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Set up. 10-2 stop.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Nix connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Let's go, Happy. Happy, what you got? What you got?
To throw on 2nd down. Nix throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start with a give to Conner. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Nix. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. On first down, Love. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Here's Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Nix. Open man is Galladay, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Nix. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to try and throw, and this is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Luck now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11B. Hey, check.
Protein.
They snap it to Locke. And that is going to be incomplete.
Let's go, Billy. Bring it on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own
Now
sideline.
we'll see what his offense can do. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Flare.
Snap.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Down. 10 Tucson.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
6-6. Bullet high. Hit it.
On 1st down, Nix. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from White. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, you're down there really close, but just 2nd quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it, but reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Connor going backwards here on the 1st down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He's got it to James White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's see what you got. He's checking.
Look, squeeze.
Time go.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll go with the keeper. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
60-or.
On 1st and 10, Nix, and his throw here is incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leo! Let's go! Let's shoot!
Throwing again, Nix. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grade.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down now, it's Edwards flexing his muscle at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
They run once more with Edwards, and they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On first down, Nix going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Throwing on first down. Now a loose foot. Over at the 26.
I don't know about you, but either take the hit, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Again, it's Edwards. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Record. Hey, let's go.
22 Jets bomber.
Monday. SOS. Check 26. Check 9. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. It's Edwards. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got him. Check 3. Check 12.
Qual. General West.
From the 45 on second down. Luck got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Back to throw. Luck under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, Nix. This is White on the screen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Check out. 290. Alert. Here we go. Crawl.
Now a first down throw. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
On. 11 feet.
From the 50, it's Lock. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Tighten up.
Marvin Jones, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Nix. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Back to throw. Nix over the middle, complete. That's Black. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. To throw on 3rd down. Nix got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Say ready? Turn 2 soft. Hey, watch 28. Single.
On first down, Nix. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down, here's White. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Nix to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I run out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. This is caught. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. From the gun, Nix. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two.
53, Mike 53. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch the edge.
'61 Matchbox Lights.
Kill.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Pilot 64, weak.
They'll keep it on the ground. Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Edwards. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more. Use here in the final stages.
Mike, back up.
Luck gonna throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two